State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Nittany Lions, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
Ready. Spider over.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab, it's Martin. Smashes through the tackle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that's a welcome sight for this defense, man. You got 4 sacks last week. They talked about it. Getting to the quarterback, pressuring him, making him feel uncomfortable. To do it on the first drive, to set the tone, to show him we're coming just like we were last week. It's a good start by this defense.
Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. No After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, the kicker was trying to put his team on the board and break this 0-0 tie. Just didn't have enough leg to get it there.
After missing that 53-yard field goal attempt, pretty good field position here. 1st and 10 from the 36. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man,
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Swings it out to the flat. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Finds his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Trojans are marching down the field. Running inside, it's Miller. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Unloads it left. It's caught. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Keeps it on the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the option. Touchdown, Trojans! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On the ground, it's Hansen. An explosive play in the running game. as he's got the first down. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Beck. Takes the easy one to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Let it go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Making side adjustments here. They'll give it to people. Hard running there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. To throw, it's Beck. Got his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barber. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He fought his way out to the 16, but it'll be 4th down.
Well, this offense is one of the 25 best in the nation on 3rd down. That time they try to run it. Give the defense credit. Physical at the point of attack. They're able to get the stop, now setting up 4th.
Punt is on its way. And that's where it comes to rest at midfield. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Pulls and fires complete. Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Beck. Complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Free yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hansen.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. It's on target and complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were...
He caught it! They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Turning it on! At the 30, the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down?
And this defense did exactly what they wanted to do. You force the passing situations. Now what do? Now you can drop back, play pass. And when the quarterback scrambles, now I just rally to the football. I tackle him on the ground, and I force the fourth down.
He got it. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half.
22.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Beck. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's the Cougars who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Miller with the ball. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. And that will leave leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. To the air, it's Beck. That's caught, it's Peoples. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now we'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Wallace. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Peoples. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Got a man, it's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead here in the second half.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Barber. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. It's picked off. That's number
pick sixes. This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. He'll bring it out. It's Barber. I know he thinks he can house every... But sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Bowman. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. He gets it in for the two, and now a field goal would tie it.
And that's a sneaky big two-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
Coming out with it, it's Martin. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. The run inside. It's Hansen. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Flips it out to the back. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Beck. That's caught, it's Hansen. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Powers through the defender. Just shedding tackles. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Takes the easy completion. Could not make his way to the corner.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll give it to people. And he's in! Touchdown, Penn State! Penn State with the response.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barber. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Right down the middle. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Second down, he'll throw it. On target. There he goes. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense. That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. At the 35, he's open. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game. Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.